the Author, a show about inspiring stories and conversations by creatives and all forms of art, music, movies, visual art, authors, creative writing, poetry, dance, culinary art, among others. Brought to you by the multi-award-winning author, life coach, and poet, Richard Mwebesa.
As we're having a conversation with Blessing, she was telling us about her favorite writers, Nigeria, Africa, and the rest of the world. Blessings, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Richard, again. I was saying that I started out reading quite a number of books from outside Nigeria, like foreign books. I guess I'm trying to unlearn that habit now, to start reading a lot of Nigerian books and African books as well. Because of course, one of the things that Akaba did for me was to help me see that we have a lot of potential here in Africa. I mean, writers and good writers. So currently, I enjoy a lot books by Tope Ogundipe. She's a Nigerian. She writes novels as well as inspirational books. I enjoy her books a lot, like a lot. I've been immensely blessed by what she's written. I also enjoy reading books from my pastors as well in church. Yeah, they write about God, write about events of the end time, and also I enjoy that as well. Then also foreign writers. I have always been blessed by writers like Jackie Hill Perry. She's written quite a number of books, and they are always my go-to books. Max Lucado, Francine Rivers, Laurie Wick, Francine Chan. Yeah, I've been blessed by his books as well. Joshua Harris, Randy Alcorn, and many others. I've been immensely blessed by their books. So like I said, I'm more used to writing. I'm used to reading authors from outside Africa, but I'm unlearning that, especially because I'm a book consultant. I have to learn to read novels and poems written by Africans, Nigerians in particular. Yeah.
Speaking about that, what do you mean by book consultant? Are you a coach?
I'm a book consultant. So I'm a professional book consultant. I am into book publishing and also coaching other writers to get their books printed here in Nigeria. Yes.
Okay. Blessing. So the vast reading is for you to hone your skill and sharpen your craft in that space. Okay. Interesting. So as we come to the end of this very interesting discussion today, I would like to what is your favorite book? Not among your books, but I mean your number one book among the books you've read thus far, that you say, this book is a masterpiece. For me,
okay, please go ahead.
It tops them all.
I have read very good books, very, very good books, but I don't think I can categorically say one is a masterpiece, because of course they all spoke to different aspects of my life. There were some books that I just know they are for keeps, right? A Tale of Three Kings, I got that number of them. I can't really say I have one. I have just a few of them that are just good books, and I'm like, man, this spoke to me in such a good way. Aside all of that, not wanting to sound very trite, the Bible just is my go-to book anytime. So I would say the Bible is my best book. However, I have been immensely blessed by very good books by good authors. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. What book are you currently reading now?
Okay, so currently reading, let me just get them on the straight. Currently reading this book by Joshua Harris. Yeah, it's Stop Dating the Church. Fall in Love with the Family of God. Stop Dating the Church.
Dating?
Yeah, Stop Dating the Church. Fall in Love with the Family of God.
The church.
Yes.
Okay.
It just helps us to see how we should be vested in being a church attendee. one of the things that the COVID did was to make people think and believe that we can have fellowship online and enjoy having fellowship online. There's nothing wrong with that. However, God wants us to be vested in a physical church where we can contribute to the work of God and also grow, from what God is doing within that church. So for me, it's just wanting to teach myself again the importance of being in a church community and not just dating the church as most people are doing now because of the COVID. Then also, I'm currently reading this book by Chinuchi. It's a Nigerian book. Like I said, as a book consultant, I try to read a lot of books.
The son of the house.
Sorry, just a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, can you hear me?
No problem. So I'm seeing the title is
Yes.
The Son of the House. I can see the book. Yeah.
Yes, by Chinuchi.
By Cheluchi.
Yes. So it's a masterpiece. Because he also won an award. He won the winner of the 2019 Sharjah International Book Fair Award. I thought it was something good to read, and just it's a literary book, a poem, a very well written poem. Sorry.
Is it in prose or it is poetry? Prose or poetry?
It's prose rather. It's a well written prose work.
Prose. Okay.
So I thought
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
Interesting. Can you unpack for us, being a consultant, the number of myths and facts about writing? So one fact, one myth.
Okay. Writing is interesting. It's a fact. Like the fact that you can put something together and another person is immensely blessed by it. Writers, like you said, are always on high demand in any generation. So the fact that writing is such a rewarding blessing, it's a good thing. Now, the myth about writing is the fact that people think that generally people are always scared to have their thoughts out there. Like I always say, writers write, editors edit. So whatever, if you're a writer out there, please don't be afraid to put your thoughts out there. Your job is to write. There is always an editor and a proofreader to proofread what you've written. So I've met with quite a number of writers who are too scared, always too afraid to put their work out there. They're like, I don't know if it's book worthy. I don't know if people will enjoy it. That's why you're supposed to write and then get an editor and a proofreader to write, to edit and proofread what you have. So writers write. So if you're a writer out there, please just write. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just write. You will get somebody to do the other part of the work. Yes. So I always say writers write, editors edit.
And editors edit. Myth. What's the myth?
Yeah, that's the myth.
Writers write and editors edit.
Yeah.
Okay. Any one person looking out for any piece of advice? They want to become a writer, but they are not sure how to enter. They look up to Blessing with 7 books, an award-winning writer, now a judge of other authors across the continent of Africa.
Okay.
Wow. Someone looking up to you and you giving them just a piece of advice. What would you tell them?
So I'll tell them, keep reading and keep writing. That's like the best advice I've gotten as a writer. Keep reading and keep writing. One of the things that fuel your inspiration bank is when you read. Read a lot, and write a lot. You will see the progression as you write. You see, for some of us that are writers today, sometimes when you check some of the things you've read, you wrote 10 years ago, you're wondering, how did I write that? That was so poorly written. And you see the comment under them and you're like, what were they thinking? But this wasn't done right. It's that you have grown, right? So writers will always keep reading to hone their skill. And also, I'd just like to say that trust the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Trust the process. Whatever it is God is leading you to, trust the process. He that has begun a good work in you is faithful to complete it. Yes, I believe very strongly about that.
end of this show, as the author, I don't really do a recap of lessons that I've learned from the conversation. I will start with one, which is not cliche or rhetoric, which is readers are leaders, readers are respected, and readers are riders of tides. They always change and they frame narrative out there. And by what they say, they are respected. Why? They become authorities. When you become an author, you become an authority on the subject matter. So you will be sought after if anyone wants to look for your work on that. Number two, facts about writing. You can, drum rolls for you, blessings. Just repeat that. The fact about writing. You remember what you just said? One of the facts about writing.
The facts about writing. That don't be afraid of putting the work out there.
Yes.
Do not be afraid of
Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Yes, be vulnerable. Put your work out there. It will help bless someone. It will heal a heart. Lesson number 3 that I picked is the jet. You remember the jet? The journaling, the experience, and the transformation. Lesson number 4 is that you can put down your stories if you're paying attention, and these stories can be, because the more you read, the more you become better at potentially writing. Remember, it is read and write. Those two are inseparable. They are Siamese in nature. Most readers end up becoming writers, by the way. Rarely would a person become a writer if they don't read. Because they're not operating in that space. Where the words are in your mind. One other lesson is as a creative, be ready to weave your story, what you call the context. The contextual frame. Tell the story behind the story. Other people in the creative space call it the backstories. Great, weave backstories and bring characters to life, because people relate to stories. People love stories world over. Stories have been told from way back. If you look at the Messiah, Christ Jesus himself, he was the greatest storyteller. He spoke parables. All those parables were stories. And of course, many were not understood, but people will forget what you tell them, but they will always remember stories, because stories are easy to relate with and connect with. And I think last lesson from me is that if you want to be better and improve yourself at reading and writing, have diversity and a high level of exposure. Do not be caged and say, I only read books from this space or this part. Have that creative latitude and diversity. Because as we say, every writer has their angle, has their perspective, and has their technique, or has their flow, has their flavor. No writer will be the same. Every writer is different. When we read the works, of course, of most of the African notable writers, the Chinua Achebes, the Ngugi wa Thiongos, the Wole Soyinkas, of course, those are what we call African classics. We see their angle and perspective, but now, of course, writing has also changed in a way. When we look at technique, it's a bit more different. The way you weave your story, the way you phrase your writing, art and craft. Most writers, as we're writing, not that very deep and very textured kind of writing. So techniques change and evolve is the right word. So it's been a pleasure, a blessing speaking to you today. It's been a good. Thanks for sparing your time. As we say today when I was opening, East meets West, East Africa meets West Africa, Uganda, conversations with Nigeria today. So any last words before we can close the conversation today?
Well, thank you.
Any last words on your heart for our audience?
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Richard. You're doing an amazing work. Trust me. Well done and well done. Thank you for having me.
Glory to God. We're trying. That's the author. We opened the podcast in November. of last year, 2024. And we have been so blessed and amazed. God has taken us places. In the month of July, we just crossed over the 125,000 viewership mark. So that is a milestone. We slightly above 1,000 subscribers, but most viewers don't subscribe, but they keep coming back. Yeah, when we look at the analytics and the statistics, this progress that is happening. We have a YouTube, we also are on TikTok. And many people have been giving us feedback and telling us they are blessed and really, really touched by these conversations. So it's been a great honor speaking to you until we meet again. But before we close, you didn't tell us where someone can get your books in Nigeria or online in diaspora. Someone may be in the US or in Europe and they want to access your books. Please, I would request that your outro or your last remarks, you tell us the title of each of your book and probably the theme, to say this is a children's book, the title, and also repeat your name on each of the titles for emphasis. And then lastly, tell us where people can get your books or access them and read your content.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Richard. Okay, so my books are on Amazon and they're also on seller.co. The titles of the books are In the Waiting, for single ladies who are waiting on God for marriage and are having to struggle with maybe despair and feeling very frustrated about the process. Yeah, so that's the book. It's Blessing Orume. That's the title. That's the name I go by on all my books, Blessing Orume. Yeah. It's on Amazon. Then also we have Lost and Purity, a book that talks about struggles with lust and how that it just speaks about how women specifically struggle with lust. I remember very vividly at the time I was having my struggles with lust, I didn't quite find a book that addresses it from a woman's perspective. It was always from a male's perspective because the authors were male. So I thought to write a book that would help women look at lust from a women's perspective, and that's what the book is about, Lost and Purity. It's on Amazon as well as on Seller. Then we have Jael, for women who are ready to say yes to God. We know that the world is funny in the sense that we always applaud people who are on the face of the media. In that Jael story, we have Deborah, who is like the matriarch, and she was in the face of everybody. And then we also had a woman who was just a housewife. It's just a book that says that you don't have to be in the face of everybody to be making impact for God. You can be in your tiny corner.
Yeah. Impact doesn't have to be in the sunlight or sunshine.
Exactly. You can be in the corner of your home. Yeah, you can be in the corner of your home, just catering to your husband and your kids, and you're doing so much for God. You don't have to be the Deborahs of the Bible, Esthers of the Bible, the Marys of the Bible. You could just be one woman just in the corner, doing a lot, and yet you're a giant killer. So that's just basically what Jaya is. And Jaya is actually a free book across all platforms. It's a free book. It's just something the Lord dropped in our heart and said it was going to be a free book forever. So that's what we're doing with Jaya. Then also we have Obeying God, a book that speaks to the need to obey God. That
the award-winning book. You forgot to say the award-winning book.
Yes.
Obeying God.
Award-winning book.
In field.
So it's a book that speaks to the importance of obeying God as the whole duty of man. Like that scripture that says, obey God and keep his commandment. He said it was talking about what is the whole duty of man. Fear God. Yes, fear God and keep his commandment. So it's a book that speaks to the importance of obeying God. When they got to the wedding at the Cana of Galilee and there was no wine, and the mother of Jesus said to the young men who were serving, he said, whatever I ask you to do it. That was how the miracle yes, in that particular context happened.
The first miracle recorded in the Bible.
Exactly. So
yes, happens,
obeying God is extremely key, to us as believers. From the point we give our life to Christ to when we meet him face to face, everything that is important for that period of time It's how much of obedience, how much of obeying God we have done with our lives. So that's what obeying God is about. Then of course I wrote about how I can help writers, because of course I've got a lot of inquiries regarding how can I be a writer, how can I be a writer. In a bit to want to explain that there is a writer in everybody, I wrote the book You Are a Writer, just to encourage people to know that they can hone their writing skill. They can start from somewhere, right? That's also online as well. Then the children's book were written some years ago, but they were published this year. The Curious Little Boy, the little boy who gave Jesus his bread and fish. And I said that oftentimes they're not in the telling of that story. The little boy is always ignored because he's a little boy. But I wanted to tell the story to teach children that they can give to God. No matter how small you are, you can give to God. There's something you have that God needs to do the miraculous. It's in you. You can give it to God. Then also the story of the undignified, right? Where King David, damning the protocols of the king to dance before God in the full glare of all his commoners and lords. He was willing to do that because he felt God was deserving of that kind of position. So he did that before the Lord. He was mocked by Michal, but he did it anyways. And in responding to her, he told her the reasons why he had to do that before the Lord. So that's basically the books I have written so far, and they are all online. They're on Amazon, they're on seller platforms.
Thank you. Just in case anyone wants to access your professional consultancy services, how do they access or reach you? Do you have a website where they can access you?
Yes, we do have a website. The website is temporarily down because we're trying to update the website. It will be up latest by next month. So it's www.thepenhouse.org. Yes,
www.thepenhouse.org.
Yes.
O-R-G. Okay.
Yes, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Blessings. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, our dear viewers on Ask the Author. Until we meet again, please tune in, like, subscribe, share our videos and our content. It may inspire, it may bless, it may heal a heart. Until we meet again, East meets West. I've been speaking to Blessings. I am unable to pronounce your other names. I don't want to make a mistake pronouncing your other names. But this is Blessings, and she is from Lagos, Nigeria, and a writer, and actually an award-winning writer, and now a judge of other authors across the continent of Africa. What a discussion and conversation. Until we meet again, bye-bye. We sign out. Thank you.